It's Thursday, October 3rd, 2024. I want to start the video today by saying I'm absolutely disgusted with what I'm watching take place down south, Tennessee, Georgia. The pure negligence and disregard for Americans. Just reading this article earlier today, America last. After spending $640 million on migrants and billions abroad, FEMA suddenly broke. These people now in Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, many of these people are now on their own. This is absolutely repulsive. It's disgusting. Now, how do we help our own? How are we going to help Americans? You have been sold out. You have been sold out. Hundreds of billions of dollars sent to Ukraine, along with electrical transformers, which are now needed. We need 370 electrical transformers right now, immediately. And where are they? Well, the ones that we had, we sent over to Ukraine. This is absolutely unacceptable. And just the disregard and disrespect for the average American now. People who have lost everything, people who need food, who need water, who don't have a place to live. They've lost it all. And they're going to get absolutely no help. FEMA spending $640 million to help the newcomers. Now the agency is broke and millions of Americans are on their own. Let's remember, hurricane season goes through November, and FEMA's telling us they're broke. So what happens if there's another hurricane 2 weeks from now? They're completely broke. Uncle Joe just announced a $2.4 billion aid package to Ukraine last week. Yet millions of people don't have a place to sleep tonight. They have no electricity. They have no food. They have nothing. Harris just announced that victims of the hurricane are going to get a whopping $750. What a slap in the face, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, I don't get political. This has nothing to do with politics. We are talking about right and wrong. We're talking about people right now who supposedly, I guess, are running the country, who are doing a horrible job. I don't care if you're right, left, or in the middle. This is absolutely unacceptable. This is a disgrace. This is a complete slap in the face. $750. Let's look at this list really quick. So far this year, let's talk about the money. And I rounded these numbers off. Let's talk about the money that the United States has given out. Obviously, it's not going to go to people in Tennessee or Georgia or North Carolina, but $24 billion so far this year. The year's not over. $24 billion has gone to Ukraine, $11 billion to Israel, $2 billion to Ethiopia, $1.6 billion to Jordan, $1.4 billion to Egypt, $1.1 billion to Afghanistan, another $1.1 billion to Somalia, and the list goes on and on. Unbelievable. I pray to God everybody watching this video and beyond is going to vote this year. I don't care if you believe in voting or not. I pray to God you vote, because if you don't, you are going to get what you deserve. You will get what you deserve. If you vote the wrong way this year, you, America, will get what you deserve. And right now, look at what we are getting. I'm not sitting here telling you who to vote for. I'm not going to sit here and get political, but this is absolutely wrong. This is a sin, ladies and gentlemen, what is happening to the American people. Last week, Sleepy Joe and Harris approved $8.7 billion for Israel, $8 billion for Ukraine, $567 million for Taiwan. And you're going to get $750. What the F is going on? These people who are in desperate need, who've lost everything, there's still people missing, family members missing. They're going to get a whopping $750. You know, there are people out there that are donating money to agencies and charities and whatnot to help these people down there in the South. And I think it's sad that we have to, like, Americans are struggling right now. People are living paycheck to paycheck, and yet they're trying to do the best they can, sending, $5, $50, $500, whatever. People are struggling, and yet we now have to beg for money. Americans have to beg for money. They have to ask for donations because the system is not there for you. The system just slapped you in the face. The system is already broke because it gave the money away. It doesn't care about you. And so now we're relying on Americans who are struggling already to make donations to help other Americans. This is a sad, sad day in America, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very sad. And please say a prayer for these people. You know, if you can send something down there, great. At least send a prayer. This is absolutely horrific what is going on. The storm was bad enough, but to watch what is taking place after the storm with what the system is doing, it seems even worse. Stunning stat shows how few Helene victims had flood insurance in Appalachia. Less than 1% of family homes in the area. Most of these homes were heavily impacted. Only less than 1% had flood insurance. Unbelievable. These people are done. They're wiped out. They've lost it all. These people are now wiped out. The system is not going to be there for them. And remember, as I make these videos daily, I've been warning all of you, and most of you already knew this, the system is collapsing. The system is broke. The system is not going to be there to help you. It's not going to be there to feed you. It's not going to be there to protect you. You will be on your own. And we're going to see other events take place in the United States of America. Man-made disasters, natural disasters, you name it. At the end of the day, you will be on your own after these disasters. This is absolutely unbelievable what is taking place. I don't have the words to describe this. People should be absolutely furious. They should be absolutely outraged what is happening to these people down south. It is unbelievable. There is no help, and these people have no idea what to do. They are on their own. And I don't have an answer. I really, really don't. I really don't. It's just, I cannot believe what is happening. And FEMA coming out saying they're broke. They're broke. Yet we're sending billions around the world like it's candy. And we can't even help our own people after a hurricane. Please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Does this anger you? Does this make you furious? Does this make you question what in the world is going on in this country? Comment down below. U.S. crude oil jumps as Biden comments on possible Israel retaliation on Iran. As I make this video, oil is up right now $3.61. That's 5.15%, sitting at 73.71 a barrel. I have been saying this for a while. Watch out for oil because it is going to go up, and this may now be the beginning of the end for oil prices. They could start really accelerating. You know, as I watch oil prices going up, I'm watching this port strike. I'm looking at the devastation in the South. Prices at the store continue to go up. Services going up. Did Jerome Powell and the Fed cut rates too soon? Let me know your thoughts on that. I believed at the time that they should not have cut rates at all. They should have continued to be raising rates at a much higher level. But they cut rates, and now I wonder if Jerome Powell is getting nervous with what is happening because inflation is going to absolutely soar with all this taking place. Every day that port is, not that port, but those 36 ports on the East Coast and the Gulf, every day that they're down, it's costing this country $5 billion. Do you think that's a little inflationary? I do. Oil prices skyrocketing. What do you think is going to happen with inflation? And did Jerome Powell make a mistake? I bet Jerome Powell is getting a little bit nervous right now. Could we see a point in the future where Jerome Powell has to raise rates again? I don't think there's going to be any 50 basis or 75 basis point rate cut coming anytime soon. But I don't think there should be any rate cut coming now. I think that Jerome Powell better seriously start thinking about raising rates. Panic buying amid U.S. port strike is creating supermarket supply concerns. This on CNBC. So, as we've been watching the past 2 days, people are running to the stores, buying out all the toilet paper. And let me remind all of you, the toilet paper is made right here in America. It's not coming off the boats. So I wouldn't worry too much about a shortage of toilet paper, but it just shows you people's priorities. They're too worried about wiping their butt when they should really be putting water and food away, security, and things like batteries, candles, and things like that, and preparing for what's really going to be coming. But no, people are more concerned about making sure they have paper towels and toilet paper. 2,000 containers filled with fresh produce are now stuck on vessels anchored offshore on the East Coast because of this strike. That's really sad, because so much food is going to be wasted when it could be feeding the people in the South, when it could be feeding people in general, but now it's just going to go to waste. And what do you think about the strike? I was watching a little bit about it last night. Our dock workers, our longshoremen out here make around $160,000 a year. Out there in the Gulf and the East Coast are making, I think, around $81,000. So, do they deserve to make more money? Probably. They probably do. What are they asking for? 76% increase? I don't think they're going to get that. But I was watching them today, and they seem very, very dedicated in this strike, and they're in for the long haul. Other categories on these ships, just to name a few: furniture, nuclear reactors, plastics, sugars, coffee, footwear, organic chemicals, etc. The list goes on. So you think your coffee prices are going to go up? You think sugar prices are going to go up? You think the stuff on the Walmart shelves? Walmart, one of the biggest importer of them all. IKEA, Walmart. Do you think these stores are going to have to raise their prices? Of course, they're going to. Supply chain hell. 91% of prescription drug imports impacted by port strike. This could be, if this thing goes over a week into 2 weeks, this is going to be a problem. Think about people that need their medicines. Again, why I say get healthy, get in the best shape of your life. Try not to be reliant on pharmaceuticals. Try not to have to, go through life with this. Because the more pharmaceuticals that you have to take, the more reliant you are on the system or the countries that are exporting this to America. And as we get into more tension with China, who makes most of the pharmaceuticals, what if they cut us off? What would sick people do? What would people who are dependent on these pharmaceuticals do if China said, hey, no more? Or if this strike really starts getting out of control, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, what would happen? It'd be big shortages, and people, they run the risk of real serious health problems without those pharmaceuticals. Port strike could affect holiday shopping. Yes, this is on Fox Business. As I said earlier, these guys, from what I was watching today on the news, these guys look like, these union workers look like they are very committed to this strike. Retailers are going to get destroyed if this thing goes on more than a couple weeks. They're going to have to obviously raise prices. There's going to be shortages on the shelves. And this is during the most important time, holiday shopping. Look, I'm not big on gift giving. It's great when you're a kid. That's fun. But I think most of all this year, let's just thank God for our health. Let's thank God for a roof over our head. Let's thank God that we're eating. Does it really matter if you get a present or not? I don't put too much into material items. I think it's just more important that we're sleeping good at night. We have a roof over our head. We're eating. We have family and friends around us. That is the most important thing. And of course, our health. Very, very important. The hedge today, loan for once iconic Detroit Tower goes delinquent. The more than $80 million Freddie Mac commercial mortgage-backed securities loan for the rental portion of the once iconic Detroit property Riverfront Towers has gone 30 days delinquent. Of course, high insurance premiums, people not paying their rent, tenants are not paying. And so this has now put this building in very, very big trouble. I believe there's $80 million owed on this building. It's incredible what we're watching take place. We're not even hearing anything about the commercial real estate apocalypse. But anyways, I mean, it is unbelievable what is going on right now just here in America between the ports, commercial real estate, residential real estate, the economy. We don't even know who at this point is leading or running the country at this point. It's just unbelievable what is going on. And while this is going on, mortgage rates are beginning to tick back up. 10-year bond yield up, 30-year fixed rate according to bankrate.com, 6.2%. Would you buy a house in this environment? I sure hope not. I think that this is the worst possible time, the biggest bubble, and the most uncertain time in my history, probably yours too, with what's happening to the economy, the leadership, the wars, the strikes, you name it. Probably not a good time to be making a big ticket purchase unless you get a good deal. If you get a good deal on a house, have at it. But there's too many people out there that think this is 2022. Too many people out there selling homes that think that they're going to find a dumb buyer, and it's just not happening. People are awake to what's happening. But anyways, getting back to what I started this video out with, these people in the South ravaged by this hurricane, and now basically fighting for their lives. They are on their own. Let me know your thoughts on this. I'm absolutely disgusted. I'm absolutely disgusted with the leadership in these states of this country who are not taking care of these people. And again, I hope all of you vote. I hope you vote for the right person, because if you do not, you will get what you deserve. Have a good day. Be safe. Talk to all of you soon.